Sherwood Hill and running for Precinct 2 against
David Sherwood Hill, and I'm going to tell you a little more about my personal first, and then I'll get into why I'm running. But David Sherwood Hill, name playing off my middle name, Sherwood, cut your taxes, and that's my main message, and I'll get into why I know that's possible. I'm running for County Commissioner Precinct 2, which is why I was asking Carlos, because it doesn't seem like there's any overlap with his. We're mainly District 20. But basically Precinct 2 for the County Commissioner runs from Bandera downtown, or Calabria downtown, and then if you follow Bandera as it connects after Calabria, Bandera all the way out to the county line, about 5 or 10 miles each side of Bandera. So it's that pie slice from downtown out, if you follow Bandera. So through Helotes, through Leon Valley, all of that. That's Precinct 2. So again, David Sherwood Hill is my name. Sherwood Cut Taxes is my slogan, but a little personal about me. I grew up in San Antonio. I come from a service-oriented family. My father was a 27-year veteran of the United States Air Force, and I served in high school as an all-city football player to represent my home's high school, which is in my precinct. And from all-city high school, I had an appointment to the United States Air Force Academy, which I accepted, and I'm a veteran. Right as a 17-year-old, was enlisted into the Air Force at the Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs. From there, I went to Texas A&M, got a business Bachelor of Science degree in civil engineering, so I know a little bit about infrastructure when it comes to the county commissioners. And from there, I got into private large business for 20 years. Procter & Gamble for 15, and another company up in northern Indiana for 6 years. And after 20 years living outside of Texas, I came back home. I was sick of living outside Texas, Cincinnati, Elkhart, Indiana. No, that was not for me. So I came back home. So 20 years with big, large companies, and then I've been an entrepreneur businessman for 20 years. I've never ran for politics before, ever in my life, although there's a lot of politics in business, believe it or not, as most of you might know. But I've never run officially, but I think that's an advantage, and it gets into why I'm running. I believe that professional politicians and professional lawyers that are in our political offices, we need them, but we don't need them all to be that way. We need some business people, and I can assure you, I've run $10 billion budgets personally in Procter & Gamble. The budget of Bexar County Commission is $2.8 billion. Now that's a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but I've run more than that. But one thing I do know, when you get into the billions with a B, there is a tremendous amount of waste, a tremendous amount of abuse, and even, if I might say it, maybe some fraud in there. The first thing I want to do is cut your taxes, because I'm going to find it, along with Patrick working with me, we're going to find every dollar that's not earned its way into the official budget of Bexar County. I will also say this, that when you're in government, it's like people are giving you money, and it's fun to spend other people's money. You know, it's fun. You know, as long as the money comes, it keeps getting more fun. But it's not fun to spend your own money. And the problem with most politicians and most governments, including Washington, including local and Austin, when you're spending other people's money, you waste it. You don't maybe intend to waste it, but there's waste in there. And I would say, even in a private profit business like Procter & Gamble, I could snap my fingers and I could cut 10% right off the top, and we would still have the same sales. We'd cut it right off the top. I mean, I know that. That's in a profit business where you own the money because it's your money. What about government? You don't think government has 10% to cut immediately? I guarantee it does. And I'm going to find it. I've already started researching it, and there's a lot there. So that's really why I'm running, is because I'm tired of waste and I'm tired of abuse in government, spending our money like it's theirs, because it's not. And I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. I pay property taxes, I'm tired of it. So, including property taxes, but other just Bexar County taxes, I'm gonna go all about it. Back in my personal life, I'm a Christian. I've been a 2-decade-long member of Oak Hills Church with Max Lucado as a pastor. He's a spiritual mentor of mine. I'm proud to call him my friend. He baptized my wife. We're serious Christians with Oak Hills Church out there by Fiesta, Texas. I had 4 daughters, so you can't scare me. You just can't scare me, because I had 4 daughters. No sons, 4 daughters. I'm married to Christy. We live in Precinct 2. Love that precinct. Went to high school in the precinct. Still live in the precinct. Never will move out of that precinct. You could pay me $1 million and I wouldn't move into Alamo Heights. Doesn't matter. I love Precinct 2. I love it. It's where I grew up. It's where my friends are, my high school friends. And so I just want to say thank you for letting me talk to you. Thank you for voting for me, or I ask for your vote if you're in Precinct 2, because there will be change. And that's what government's about. It's not professional politicians, but change is needed. Fresh pair of eyes is needed, and that's what I'll provide, I promise you. So, thank you very much.
How do people reach you and find you online?
Very simple. Very, very simple. It's on my sheet, but it's my name, David Sherwood Hill, and it's just davidsherwoodhill.com. So, pretty simple. Just put a .com after my name, and there I'll pop up. So.
Great. Any questions for David?
Yeah, any other questions? Jack?
What's your strategy for victory?
My strategy for victory, and that's an excellent question. First of all, I get my message out, which is a little bit of what I just told. We're all getting taxed too much. We're paying too much in all kinds of fees, mandates, and those kind of things. But secondly, my strategy is I will be spending time in my precinct for the next 3.5 months talking about what is their major issue, listening to their major issue, and finding out why it's not being solved, and then getting it solved before I'm even elected. I will get it solved. And if I can't, I'll go down trying. So I'm going to expose myself to Precinct 2, not only because I'm a resident and grew up there, and a lot of people know me through high school and things like that anyway. It's kind of funny, that was 50 years ago. Why do you remember that play against Jefferson? It's like, you gotta be kidding me. I don't even remember it. But, just because of some of my football experience, I'm maybe known a little bit, but not very much. I sure am humble about that. So I'm going to be out in the community finding out what are the issues, talking and having lots of these little fireside chats, because people have to get to know who I am. I'm not going to talk badly about my opponent so much. I'm going to talk goodly, if that's a word, about what I'm going to do. That answers your question.
Thank you very much, David Sherwood Hill for Precinct 2.